Hi guys, on this edition of Meet the Wolfpack, I am joined by Trent Monkman from men's basketball. Trent, how are you liking Kamloops so far?
I really love Kamloops actually. Before actually moving here, I visited a few times, but every time I really love the landscape, and I love the size. Like, it's not too big, not too small. I felt pretty good about it.
Yeah, and so you came from Smithers, so
Yeah.
quite a bit smaller than Kamloops. Has it been kind of a weird adjustment at all for you?
Honestly, I spent enough time visiting cities and stuff that moving somewhere like this isn't too bad.
And are you living on campus or are you off campus?
I'm living off campus with family friends.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
So have you gotten a chance to really explore Kamloops and get to know the city?
I've just doing volunteer work with the Wolfpack. I've had a few chances to see Riverside Park and other parts of Kamloops.
And that is a big part of Wolfpack, is community events. So how are you feeling about doing that and really getting out into the community and seeing Kamloops from a different side?
I really like the whole aspect of getting into the community, and it makes me feel like it's not just about the sports, it's about giving back to the community.
Do you have a favorite community event that you guys have done so far?
I really enjoyed the Terry Fox run. The kids really look up to the Wolfpack athletes, and just being able to sort of do that with them, it was nice. Yeah.
Okay, and so you are in 4 courses this semester. So what are you taking and what is your favorite class?
I'm taking English, history, sports psychology, and calculus. And so far I've loved the sports psychology. It's applied to my experience on the court so much already, just like maintaining a positive attitude, staying motivated. I love it.
Awesome. And I know you're only in your first semester, but do you have an end goal for when you graduate of what you'd like to do?
I think I want to go back home to Smithers and teach.
And teach.
Yeah.
Awesome. And so if you could teach any subject, what would it be?
Probably history or English would be my choices.
Okay. And now, who would you say is your biggest influence?
Back home, I have there's our superintendent actually of schools. He's a big influence in my life. He got me sort of on the track to being a basketball player. He played post-secondary, and he's just always been there when I needed him.
Awesome. Are you still like in contact with him and letting him know how the season's going for you?
Yeah, actually, he was in Vancouver for our game against Lakehead, and
Awesome.
I got to say hi, and it was really nice to see him.
That's awesome. Okay, and so what is it like being a Wolfpack athlete?
It's a big shift from high school, obviously. Like, Coach Clark has really high expectations of everybody, and but I can already feel myself getting miles better than I was in high school, and that's mainly the reason I chose to come here, was because I knew that the expectations were going to be there, and that living up to those expectations would make me better.
Now, in high school, you did tie a BCAA record. So can you tell me about that in that game?
So that game was the game for 15th and 16th in provincials, so it sort of lost some of the meaning, but at the same time, it was a really competitive game considering the context, right? Like, at that point, a lot of people might think it doesn't matter, but so I really took over the game in the second and third quarters, and I had 50 points going into the fourth quarter, and my team really was behind me, and they wanted me to go for 60, and I ended up getting 61, which tied the AA record.
That's so awesome. So how did that make you feel? That was your final year as an athlete on that team?
That was a really special way to end, breaking that or tying that record anyway. And my teammates that year were just fantastic. They were behind me the whole way, and yeah, I loved it.
I want to ask you, you come from kind of a volleyball background too. Your mom and sister both played high-level volleyball. Your
Yep.
mom at UBC,
Yep.
and your sister's at Kamloops in
Yeah.
college.
Yeah.
And you went to BC Summer Games for beach volleyball. So how did you end up coming here for basketball?
Basketball for me since grade 8 has been a big focus of mine. I really focused on it. I was in the gym all the time with a basketball in my hands. But at the same time, volleyball season always came earlier in the year, and I was always a big part of that too. I really loved volleyball. Summer games was a ton of fun. I got to go with my cousin, and we were both pretty good volleyball players. But also the expectations were pretty low, so it was just a fun time for us. But yeah, basketball was always my focus right from grade 8.
Awesome. Now I want to ask you, what are 3 things that your teammates don't know about you?
Wow. I'm really into fishing. So back home, there's a big fishing atmosphere in Smithers, and I'm always fishing. Skiing as well. I'm really into skiing. It's already snowing there, so I'm missing that, but that's okay. Third thing, I was 4th in the province for high jump in grade 11, and my jump tied for 2nd, but on a technicality I ended up 4th. But yeah, that was pretty cool.
Wow, so quite the athlete. And do you think you're going to get up to Sun Peaks this year?
Probably not. It is a high risk activity, skiing, so probably for a few years now I won't be able to ski for fear of hurting myself. But I really do love it, and I'll be back there as soon as I can.
Awesome. Now, what is one piece of advice you would give an athlete considering coming to TRU?
For basketball, really, if you're going to come to TRU, really be ready to work. It's going to be a big shift from high school, and the expectations will be high, but it'll be worth it in the end.
Perfect. Well, I will let you go because I bet you have to go to class or something. So thank you so much for chatting with me, Trent.
Awesome.
And good luck this season.
Thank you very much.
This has been Meet the Wolfpack with Trent Monkman.